Yeah, that's what he said.
Him want to take him away?
Yeah, you better don't sleep all day because like a little shrimp, like a little fish, if he sleeps all day, the water will take him away somewhere else. It's finally here, El Dia de San Francisco, your saint day. That means it's his birthday. It's Francisco's birthday. Toma, drink. Papa handed Francisco a glass of coffee with sweet milk and sugar, warmed just right. Francisco wiped his eyes, took the glass in his hands, and took a sip carefully. One of his eyes popped open. He took another sip, and his other eye popped open. Mama and I are making ropa vieja, tostones, y aguacate for your feast day. Ropa vieja, that's kind of food that they eat in Cuba with meat and sauce. And avocados is palta. And tostones must be little crackers, cookies. What do you want for dessert, Papa asked. Some delicious mangoes right from the tree. I think you are old enough to get the mangoes yourself, said Papa. All by myself? Yes, mijo. Okay, Padre. Do you remember where the tree is? Asked Papa. Sí, Papa. It's past Tío Tito's house and Abuela's house and Crabby Tia Clara's house, through the park to the mango tree. Very good, you remember. And Tia Clara is not crabby. She's just lonely. Go and bring us back some mangoes, said Papa. See, he has to go pick mangoes in the tree. Francisco walked a long way, longer than he'd ever walked by himself. He walked past Tío Tito's house. Tío Tito waved. He walked...
the boy.
Where's the boy? There he is. There's his Tío Tito, maybe.
Down their house, that one?
Yeah. He walked, Francisco waved back. He walked past Abuelo's house. There's Abuelo. Oh, he walked past Abuela's house. There's Abuela. And she waved. He waved back. I think that's Abuela.
Is this one? Is this?
He walked past...
and this?
He walked past...
And this?
Oh, yeah. He thought he saw her.
The big bad wolf?
Yeah, he thought he saw Tia Clara looking from behind the curtain, but when he waved, the curtain quickly closed.
And big bad wolf, that big bad
Maybe
wolf?
it's a big dog. Francisco walked through the park, past the boys and girls playing pelota. Look, they're playing ball. And finally he found a mango tree full of many ripe, juicy mangoes.
This one?
No, I'll show you where it is. Here it is. When he reached toward a branch, a bee buzzed loudly in his ear. Yikes, the tree was buzzing with bees. Everywhere he looked, he saw a bee.
And it hurt him in the head.
It could sting him, huh? Ouch.
Don't touch it.
Did you ever get stung by a bee?
No, you don't need to touch them.
Did you ever get stung by a bee, Michelle?
Yeah.
It hurt, right? You cried, right? I think at Grandpa's house, one time, our house, or Ivo house, you stepped on a bee. He ran past the pelota game, past Crabby Tia Clara's house, past Abuela's house, past Tío Tito's house, and back home. Papa asked, did you find the mango tree? Francisco said, yes, it had 100 mangoes on it. Wow, how many did you bring home? Well, none, said Francisco. Ay, niño, mejor un mango en la mano que 100 en el árbol. Better one mango in your hand than 100 in the tree. What happened? Francisco looked at Papa but didn't say anything. La verdad por dura que sea, the truth. Tell me the truth, no matter how hard. Papa said in
Isn't the bees coming?
Yeah, I was scared of the bees, said Francisco. Bees? Asked Papa. There were billions, replied Francisco. Papa raised his eyebrow. Maybe millions. Papa raised the other eyebrow. At least 1,000. Papa crossed his arms, lowered his eyebrows, and asked, how many bees were there really? A lot, at least 10 or 12. Papa laughed. He hugged his son and said, Mijo, no hay mal que por bien no venga. Nothing bad happens that good doesn't come of it. Don't be scared of the bees. Without them, the mangoes would not be as sweet. Take my hand and my hat and gently shoo the bees away. Don't swat at them. They will get mad. Just shoo them away and bring us back some mangoes. Look, Camilo. He has to take his papa's hat and shoo the bees gently away, but not too fast. So they'll get mad and they'll sting him if he does it too fast. Francisco walked past Tío Tito's house, past Abuela's house, and past Crabby Tia Clara's house. There's Crabby Tia Clara. They all waved except for Crabby Tia Clara, who stood on her porch all alone. She looks mad. at the mango tree, Francisco gently shooed the bees away with Papa's hat. He climbed onto a branch and filled the hat with so many red, ripe, juicy mangoes that he had to hold onto the hat with both hands. What happened?
Him not holding his bow
It
hand?
fell. Francisco balanced the hat between his stomach and trunk and scooted down the tree, but this caused all the mangoes to get smashed and smushed, making a gooey mess on his shirt and the hat. When the bees smelled the sweet mango juice, they buzzed and they swarmed towards the boy. Francisco threw down the hat, pulled off his shirt, and ran back home. Crabby Tia Clara saw a streaking, half-naked little boy, and she yelled in quite a crabby way, "Put on some clothes!" Abuela looked up from her mower and cried, "He's naked!" Tio Tito shouted, "That's my boy!" When Francisco arrived home, Papa was waiting at the front door with a towel. He threw it around his son and sat down next to him. "Mijo, I sent you out the door with one shirt and one hat to pick mangoes, and you come back with no shirt, no hat, and no mangoes. What happened?" Francisco told him. Papa laughed and said, "El que mucho abarca poco aprieta." He who tries to grab too much gets little, so that's why lonely Tia Clara called me an abuelo and Tio Tito. News travels fast in this neighborhood. Let's clean you up. El que temprano se moja tiene tiempo de secarse. He who gets wet at dawn has all day to dry off. Can you come with me, Papa? You can do it by yourself, mijo. Querer es poder. Where there's a will, there's a way. Francisco had a way. There had to be a way. Dressed in a new shirt, Francisco walked past Tio Tito, Abuela, and Tia Clara's houses and walked right up to the tree. He climbed it and picked one mango. He put the mango under his chin, climbed down, and put it in his father's hat. He did it again and again and again. Soon he had a lot of red, ripe, juicy mangoes.
Uh-oh, they're going to sting
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He gathered up Papa's hat and he started home. When he got to Crabby Tia Clara's house, he stopped. Although laughter could be heard from Tio Tito and Abuela's house.
What those?
Those are dominoes. No sound came from Tia Clara's house. It was quiet. Francisco slowly walked up her long walkway and hesitantly knocked on her door. "What do you want?" she asked, looking crabbier than ever. "I thought maybe you'd like some company and a mango." Francisco offered her a fruit. "It probably has bees swarming around it." "Tia, there are not any bees. And besides, no hay mal que por bien no venga. The bees make the fruit sweet." "Where did you learn that?" she asked, her face softening just the tiniest bit. "From my dad," Francisco said. "I used to say that to him when he was your age," she said. "I also told him, dime con quién andas y te digo con quién eres." "What does that mean?" he asked. "Tell me with whom you walk and I'll tell you who you are." Francisco again held the mango out to her. "Would you like one of my mangoes?" "You worked hard for that mango," she said. She didn't sound so crabby after all. "I have plenty. This one is for you." He gave her the fruit. She turned around, went indoors, and gently closed the door. Francisco walked to Abuela's house. "Abuela, ¿quieres mangos?" "Gracias, mijito. Pero pan para hoy, hambre para mañana." "Thanks, but if you eat all your bread today, you'll be hungry tomorrow." He gave her a mango anyway. She smiled. When he walked to Tio Tito's house, Tio Tito and his friends were playing dominoes. "Hey, you got mangoes!" all the men shouted. "Que bien!" Tio Tito said, "Way to go! I'll show you how to make an oso."
What's that?
A bear out of a mango. He carved it like a bear or a monkey out of a mango.
That's a bear or monkey?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a mango.
It kind of looks like a monkey. He pulled out a pocket knife from his guayabera. That means his shirt. And he took a mango from the hat and he cut and peeled, and there it was, a fierce bear from the mango. "Wow," said Francisco. One of the other men said, "And I can make a toro," like a bull. He took the knife
What make it lion?
He took the knife and cut and peeled, and there it was, a charging bull in the mango. Look, there's a bull with horns.
Yeah.
Another said, "I can make a leon, a roaring lion." He cut and peeled, and there it was, a roaring lion in the mango. "Adios, Tio. Adios, Francisco." He ran home, and the men ate their mango animals. Delicious. "Did you get the mangoes?" asked Papa. "I did." "Where are they?" Francisco looked into Papa's hat. "Oh, look at that." Francisco looked into Papa's hat. It was empty. He turned it upside down. Still empty. He turned it over and over. Still empty. "I gave them all away." Well, mijo, it looks like you learned a valuable lesson. What's that? Es mejor dar que recibir. Sometimes it's better to give than to receive. So Papa, Mama, and Francisco sat down to eat Francisco's feast day meal for his birthday. While they were eating, the doorbell rang. Tio Tito and his friends poured inside the house. Abuela walked in behind them with fresh-cut roses. Mangoes para hoy, pan para mañana. Mangoes today, bread tomorrow. I ate my mango as soon as you gave it to me. It was so sweet, Abuela said. We ate ours too, said the men. The door rang again. Guess who walked in? Crabby Tia Clara, but she was not crabby at all, and she was holding a big hat full of red, ripe, juicy mangoes. She smiled and said, I did what you did, Francisco. I shooed the bees away and got all these mangoes. I thought, amor con amor se paga.
And Fred is home at her house?
He came to her house. No, she came to his house because it was his birthday and because she likes him. She says,
my friend come in my house now?
Maybe. We'll find out.
Now she go in her house?
Yeah, we'll check in just a minute. We're almost finished with the book. Then I thought, amor con amor se paga. Love is repaid with love. Then everyone sat down and ate the gift of mangoes. And Tia Clara smiled the sweetest smile ever and said, barriga llena, corazón contento, full stomach, happy heart. Acerín, acerado, este cuento se ha acabado. That's the end.
Very nice. Applaud. Good, Anita.
That's